welcome to Chair Yoga. All of you, I'm so glad that you could be here today. Today for our practice, we are going to utilize Silver Sneakers balls. So these are in the equipment room in the warehouse. You'll see them in the corner in the bags. Find one that feels good to you. Make sure it's not too overly inflated. And then also the exercise tubing that has the handles. This will be hanging in the equipment room as well. And take and loop that over the back of your chair. So what you'll do is you'll take the tubes, you'll fold them in half so you have a loop. Take and run that loop through the back of your chair and then send the handles through the loop. And then tighten it down. Put it about in the middle of the back of your chair. And then you can just let that hang over the back of your chair and you will be set up for later. We're going to do a lot of core work today. So with your ball, you can place that underneath your chair. If you find that your chair is rolling away, if you're in the warehouse, in the back of the room where the weights and things are, there are the stair risers that we use to put equipment in for our classic and for our circuit classes. You may need to grab one of those to put your ball in underneath your chair so it doesn't roll away. So my chair is rolling away, so I'm just going to set it against my leg. And then find a nice tall seat in your chair. Place your feet flat on the floor. Sit nice and tall so your back is lifted from the back of your chair. Relax your shoulders down, and if you like, you can lower your gaze or close your eyes. And right away, make the connection with your breath. Notice your breath, how it sounds, how your body moves with each inhale and with each exhale. With your awareness on your breath, begin to lengthen your exhales until all of your air is expelled from your lungs. And then draw in a deep, full inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs all the way up. And then exhale through your mouth, blow it away. Take another deep, full breath in. Exhale completely through your mouth. More just like that. Breathe in and breathe out. Now settle into your breath. Find a rhythm with your inhale and your exhale. If you like, you can engage your Ujjayi breath, your yogic breath. It helps to build heat in your body. Now to engage your Ujjayi breath, gently close your lips together. Take an inhale through your nose. Activate the muscles at the back of your throat like you're fogging up a mirror. Drag your breath across these muscles as you inhale. And then breathe out through your nose. Drag your breath across those muscles again as you exhale. You will notice a change in how your breath sounds as it leaves. This breath is really great for calming your nerves, calming your central nervous system. It helps you to remain present and focused in your practice. And it does also build heat from within your body. You can use it if you like. You can let it go if you prefer to breathe out through your mouth. Do what works best for you today. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out. Continue to breathe as you find a nice tall seat. Press your feet firmly into the floor. Relax your shoulders and gently draw them back. Activate your core muscles. Firm up your core. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. Find a gentle stretch for the left side of your neck. Take a couple of breaths right here. Inhale, return your chin to center. And exhale, let your left ear fall towards your left shoulder. Gentle stretch for the right side of your neck. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, draw your chin forward and down. Find a gentle stretch for the back of your neck. Inhale, draw your chin up, flutter your eyes open, release your hands down by your sides. We'll take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale, reach your fingertips above. Exhale, release down. Now friends, if it's ever uncomfortable for you to lift your hands above your head, big breath in. Exhale, breathe out. You can always bring your hands to your heart. That's a really good option. Now keep your nice tall seat, your core activated. Find some movement for your wrists, make some circles, any direction to start. Change direction, go the other way. Yes, feels good. Now place your hands onto your knees. With that nice tall seat, we'll take cat and cow. Inhale, cow pose. With your hands on your knees, pull your shoulders back to send your heart forward. Take your gaze forward or maybe slightly up. This is a little bit of a back bend. Now breathe. Press your feet down. Magnetize your belly button to your spine. Press your heart forward. So gather your shoulder blades to shelf behind your heart. Yes. Inhale. Exhale, cat pose. Dome out your spine. Tuck your chin. Draw your shoulders forward. Feel that big stretch in your upper back. We'll move breath to movement. Inhale, cow pose, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, cat. Tuck your chin, dome out your spine. Inhale, cow pose, heart forward. Exhale, cat. One more time through. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Nice. Inhale, back to a tall, neutral spine. Magnetize your belly in, gently press your feet down. Now take a check of your posture. First, take a look at your feet. Your knees and your feet are about hip-width distance apart. Point your toes forward and then check to see that your knees are stacked right above your ankle. If you notice that they're not, you might have to adjust yourself. Maybe bring yourself forward in your chair a little bit or step your feet back. You got it. All right, now with that tall seat, stack your shoulders right over your hips. So notice if you're leaning back or if you're leaning forward, and dial yourself into a position so your shoulders are right above your hips. And then your ears are right above your shoulders. You might have to tuck your chin just a little bit. Now lift tall through the crown of your head. Nice tall spine. This gives us axial extension in our spine to help separate the space in between our vertebrae. So nice. Now take a deep breath in right here. And exhale, walk your hands over to the right for a gentle twist. Keep your belly button pulled in and your spine tall. Now gently pull your shoulders back. Yes. Looks good. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Gentle seated twist. Keep your feet pressed into the floor, belly button nice and firm. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release, shake it out, maybe roll out your shoulders, find some movement for your upper body, let that go. I'm going to add on to that, make it a little bit more challenging. So again, find that tall, neutral seat. Press your feet down, wrap your core muscles nice and tight, press your heart your heart forward and your shoulders back. Now inhale. Reach your hands above your head. Now remember, you always have the option to bring your hands to your heart. This is a good place to be. Continue to breathe. Keep that tall spine, lift the top of your head up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, open side twist to the right. Right hand back, left hand forward. Pull your belly in and up. Check that your shoulders are stacked over your hips. So nice. Maybe take your gaze to your back thumb if it feels okay in your neck. You can have a little bit of a bend in your elbows if you like. Inhale, come back to center, hands high. Exhale, open side twist to the left hand back, right hand forward. Now keep your lower body engaged. Press your feet down. Magnetize your belly in and up. Draw your left shoulder back just a little bit. You got it. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release your hands down, roll out your shoulders. Maybe let's take some shoulder rolls to the back. So pull your shoulders up and back. Breathe naturally. And some movement for our upper back. And then change direction, go the other way from back to forward. Yes. nice friends. All right, find that nice tall seat. Now, take and retrieve your ball. Step to the side. Reach underneath your chair to the side. Retrieve your ball. First, let's just warm up our hands a little bit with our ball. With your nice tall seat, press your feet down. We're gonna keep our lower body engaged a lot today. Now place your hands, the ball in between your hands, just gently squeeze it. Yeah, like you're trying to make a fist onto your ball. Yes, squeeze only as far as is comfortable for you. Keeps your fingers, muscles limber. If you have issues with arthritis, keep your squeeze gentle. Be kind to yourself. All right, one more squeeze. And then release. Now take your ball, place it right in front of your heart. Now place the ball in between your palms. Take your elbows out nice and wide. With your nice tall seat, belly button still nice and tight, shoulders back, heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, press your palms together. This will tax your wrists. Release. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your palms together. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. One more time. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. Nice work. Release your ball. Roll out your wrists. Fantastic work. All right. Now take your ball into your right hand. We're going to do our Sun A with the ball today. So we're going to add in an oblique dip. So I will cue you through this. So release your hands down by your sides. Inhale, seated mountain pose. Extend your hands high or bring your hands to your heart. Remember, this is a really good place to be. Nice tall seat. Now activate your low body. Press the soles of your feet into the floor. Hug your inner thighs together to turn on the muscles in your legs. Yes, relax your shoulders down your back. Now point your elbows forward toward the front mirrors. That'll turn on the muscles in the backs of your arms. Yes. Now inhale. Exhale, side bend to the right with an oblique dip. Now take your right hand with the ball and lean toward the floor. Yes, so we're crunching the muscles on the right side of our body as we stretch on the left. Now press your left foot down. Yes, inhale, come back to center. Switch the ball into your left hand. And exhale, side bend to the left with an oblique dip, an oblique crunch. Yes, now guide the ball toward the floor. Reach up and over with your right fingertips. Dial your left shoulder forward just a little bit. This will engage your core muscles a little bit differently. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, baby back bend. You can take the ball into either hand. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, seated mountain pose, reach high. And exhale, just release the ball down into your lap. Roll out your shoulders, take some movement that feels good. How did that feel? Did you notice with the ball in your hand, you kind of maybe went down a little bit deeper with that crunch to activate these muscles? Yeah, that tool kind of gives us a little bit more of awareness of where our body is in space. All right, so we'll do that again, breath to movement, and then we will do it again to add on. Here we go. Inhale, seated mountain pose. Reach up, ball is in your right hand. Exhale, side bend to the right. Oblique crunch on the right. Yes, inhale, come back to center. Switch your ball to the left hand. Exhale, side bend on the left with an oblique crunch. Really guide your rib cage towards your hips. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, baby back bend, goal post your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, seated mountain pose. Exhale, release your ball down to your lap. All right, we'll add on. Inhale, seated mountain pose. Reach your hands high. Balls in your right hand. Exhale, oblique crunch to the side, stretch to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, oblique crunch, side bend on the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, baby back bend, goal post your arms. Inhale, seated mountain pose. Now take the ball between both of your hands, gently squeeze it. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to your heart. Keep a little bit of pressure on your ball as you hinge forward. Now, option is to rest your wrists onto your knees, or you can cover your wrists above your knees for a little bit more of a challenge with your core. So press your feet down. Now breathe. Pull your shoulders back and lift tall through the crown of our head. So you're really not folded all the way forward. You're more like in a halfway lift. Nice work. Inhale, slowly rise. And exhale, release your ball down. All right, so we have a little bit more core work. Our sequence today, we're doing a lot of core work. So Rather than folding all the way forward, we're going to tax our core. We're only going to go halfway down and then we'll come up. Keep your core engaged the whole time. Ready to do this? All right, here we go, breath to movement. Ball is in your right hand. Inhale, seated mountain pose. Exhale, side bend with an oblique crunch to the right. Inhale, come back to center, switch your ball to the left. Exhale, side bend, oblique crunch on the left. Inhale, come back to center, switch the ball into either hand. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, come back to center, gently press the ball between your hands. Exhale, seated forward, fold actually to a halfway lift. Bring a ball to your heart, hinge forward. Keep a little bit of pressure in your hands, breathe, press your heels down, pull your shoulders back. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, release your ball down. Nice work. Let's give our wrists a little bit of a break. Roll them out. All right. We're going to take this in. Well, let's run that through one more time, and then we'll take it into a sun V with the chair pose and the ball. So that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, ball is in your right hand. Release down by your sides. Inhale, seated chair pose. Reach up. Exhale, side bend to the right with an oblique crunch. Really reach the ball down. Inhale, come back to center, switch your ball to the left. Exhale, side bend to the left with an oblique crunch. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, baby back bend, goal post your arms, press your heart forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, guide the ball to your heart between your palms. Gentle pressure on the ball, hinge forward. Now, pull your belly in and up. Pull your shoulders back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your ball down. All right. Now, take the ball into your right hand. You might have to come forward in your chair just a little bit. I'm going to, because I'm really sitting far back. I want to have a little bit more room to hinge forward. We're going to take this into a seated chair pose. So start with the ball on your right hand. Release your hands down by your sides. Inhale, seated chair pose. Hinge forward, reach forward. Now place both hands on your ball. Gentle pressure between your palms. Core is tight. Pull your shoulders back. Press your heels down. Yes, now if this is too much for your shoulders, you can always bring your hands to your heart rather than having them extended. So nice. Now inhale. Exhale, seated forward fold. Guide your hands through your heart, hinge from your waist, release your ball down. Now you can keep your hands, your wrists on your knees, or you can release your ball down between your feet and fold all the way forward. This will give you a little decompression in your low spine. Now inhale, halfway lift. Bring your wrists to your elbows, or your wrists to your knees. Pull your shoulders back, heart forward, gaze down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. You can stay with your wrists on your knees or fold all the way forward. Now with the ball between your hands, extend your arms out in front of your body. Inhale, slowly rise, engage your core, rise all the way up, and exhale, release down. Nice work. A little bit more of a challenge with our hands and out in front. Now, option when you come up, you can keep your hands about chest height. When you come up, if you want to bring your hands up above your shoulders a little bit, that's another option. It'll give you a little more of a challenge with your core. Ready to do this? All right, here we go. Inhale, seated chair pose. Hinge forward, reach forward, place the ball between your hands. Exhale, seated forward fold. Guide your hands through your heart, hinge forward, out, wrists to your knees, or fold all the way forward with the ball between your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, place your wrists on your knees, pull your heart forward. Exhale, fold forward. Now with the ball between your hands, extend your hands out in front of your body. Keep a little bit of a bend in your elbows, feet down, core nice and tight. Inhale, slowly rise. One big unit with your upper body. And exhale, release down. Nice work. Do you feel the challenge in coming up with your hands out in front? Mm-hmm. It's a little bit of a different weight distribution. Requires a little more core strength, and if you use the pressure of your feet into the floor for a little leverage, it makes it a little bit easier. Let's try it again. Here we go. Okay. Inhale, seated chair pose, hinge forward, reach forward, ball between your palms. Exhale, forward fold, guide your hands through your heart, wrists to your knees, or fold forward, ball between your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your wrists to your knees, push your heart forward. Yes, everyone, exhale, fold, release down. Release your hands out in front, gentle pressure with the ball between your hands. Inhale, slowly rise, core is nice and tight, press your heels down. And exhale, release your ball down, shake it out. Nice work. All right. Taken, you can just hold on to your ball for right now. If you need to, for a little more mobility in your lower body, you can scoot yourself forward in your chair. We're gonna move our lower body a little bit to get some blood moving. So right away, just Take some movement to your feet, press up onto your toes and lower your heels. No real rhythm, just keep a natural breath just to get the lower body going. Yeah. All right, find stillness for your feet and roll onto the outsides of your shoes or your feet and then on the inside. So go out and in, out and in. So rather than rolling our ankles, we're just kind of moving them side to side, stretching out the ligaments on the outside and the inside. My ankles are really tight. I'm really feeling this. How are you? Doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, nice work. Come back to center. Now take your ball and place it just above your right knee. And we're gonna take and do a little bit of hand-eye coordination work right here. So right away, just take and find a little bit of a bounce with your ball on your knee. We're not moving our legs just yet. Now, notice what your body is doing. Press your feet down, engage your core muscles, relax your shoulders back, find that nice tall seat. So it's our hands are working, our eyes are working, and then we have muscle engagement with our body. All right, switch legs, place the ball on the other knee. Switch. It's gonna get faster, switch. 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 You're doing great, switch. One more time, switch. All right, find stillness now. Hold the ball, and you're not really gonna bounce the ball off of your knee so much as that you're gonna lift your knee. So you're gonna lift your right knee up. So drop the ball as you pull the right knee up. So you're bouncing the ball off of your knee as you're moving your knee up. Now notice what your body is doing. Press your left foot down, engage your core, keep that your belly button pulled nice and tight. Takes a little bit of thinking to release the ball at the right time. So try not to release the ball until your knee is moving up rather than down. It'll give the ball a little bit more of a bounce. It'll be a little more difficult to catch. I'm even having a hard time doing that. Takes a little bit of thinking. So as your knee is coming up, you're dropping the ball down. All right, try the other side. Place your right foot down, try it on the left. So as your left knee comes up, that's when you're releasing the ball, so it bounces off your knee as your knee is coming up. So it's timing. Yep, you got it, Sheila.
Yeah, I got it.
Sorry, I ruined your concentration.
Oh.
All right, we're working our core, we're working our quadricep muscles, we're working our hand-eye coordination. Being aware of where our body is, just at this moment when we need to drop it. All right, nice work. We got a rogue ball. All right, just hold on to your ball for right now. Take and come forward in your chair, toe heel your feet out nice and wide. So take a seated forward fold. That'll feel good after all of that lower body work. Now turn your toes out to a 10 and a 2. Take your ankles underneath your knees. Find a nice tall seat. Relax your shoulders down your back. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, hinge forward. And that stretch for your inner thighs. So nice. Inhale, rise up. Exhale one more time, hinge forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Now, take and straighten your, let's see, I gotta think about this. Place your right thigh on your chair, point your knee forward, and send your left leg long. We'll take a seated warrior one here. We're gonna use our ball just to give us a little bit of something to hold on to and stretch with. Okay, so your left leg is long. Point your toes forward as much as possible. Find a comfortable spot for your foot. And then press the entire foot down into the floor. So press to the pinky side of your foot and then plant the sole of your entire foot down. Find a nice tall seat. Check to see that your knee is right above your ankle on the left foot. Core is nice and tight. Now, take your ball into your right hand. I have to think about which hand I'm doing. All right, find a nice tall seat. We're gonna inhale, warrior one. Bring your hands up. Now, option always to bring your hands to your heart. Relax your shoulders down your back. Just place both hands onto your ball for right now. Dial your shoulders down your back. Point your elbows forward. little bit of pressure into the ball to activate your inner arm muscles. Now inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. We're going to take this into a stretch. So inhale, warrior one. Reach your hands up with your ball. And exhale, side bend over to the left. Yes, big stretch along the right side of your body. You might feel it on your inner thigh. Now pull up on your left kneecap a little bit to protect your knee. Press through your left foot. Now press your right heel down into your mat. Yes, you've got it. Looks good, Lynn. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release down, roll out your shoulders. Feel that muscle engagement in your shoulders to hold that ball over. All right, let's do that one more time. Inhale, warrior one, extend your hands high. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Find that stretch. Press your feet into the floor, hug your inner thighs together. Core is nice and tight. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release down. Nice work. Now take and rotate your heart over to the right. Drop your left knee back behind your chair, close to the ball of your back foot. Take your ball into your hands. Release your ball out in front with your ball. Your wrists are about in line with your shoulders. The ball is between your palms. Put a little bit of pressure onto the ball. So squeeze your palms toward one another to activate your arm muscles. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, lean back. Find a stretch for your hip flexor. If you need a little stability, you can release the ball and grasp onto the chair. Press through both of your feet. Core is nice and tight. Pull your shoulders back. Continue to breathe. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release down. Step your back foot forward. Come all the way over to your chair. You can just rest the ball into your lap right now. We'll take a seated twist while we're here. Find a nice tall seat. Align your knees with your ankles. Point your toes forward toward the side wall with your ankles right underneath your knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine long. And exhale, rotate your heart toward the back of your chair. Bellow your belly in and up. Pull your shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release your chair. Come to face the right and then work yourself over to the front of your chair and then place your left thigh in the center of your chair. And we'll take that warrior one pose we did on the other side, on this side. So place your left thigh at the center of your chair, point your toes forward, press to the press to the outside edge of your right foot. Find a nice tall seat. Pull up on this kneecap here. That'll help engage that knee and activate this muscle in the front of your leg. Press the sole of your left foot down into the floor. Core is nice and tight. Take your ball in between your hands. Now friends, hands above our head. You can always have your hands at your heart. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, warrior one. Extend your hands high. Core is tight. Relax your shoulders down. Keep your gaze forward. Find the activation for your low body. We'll set the posture up first. Press your right heel down. Pull up on your left kneecap, or your right kneecap. Press both of your feet down.
Just do it.
Just do it. Inhale. Exhale, release your arms down. Let it go. And then we'll find the stretch. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, warrior one. Reach your hands high or to your heart. Exhale, side bend over to the right. You've got it. Breathe. Find that big stretch to the side of your body. Take that ball, your hands to a comfortable position for your shoulders. Now press through both of your feet. Core is nice and tight. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release down. Roll it out. Let's do it one more time. Knee is above your ankle. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, warrior one. Reach up. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Right. You need to put the R and the L on the wall in here today. I was doing so well until today. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release down. Nice work. Step your right foot in and rotate your arm over to the left. Drop your left leg over the front of your chair. Find that 90-degree bend or so in your back leg. And then face the left. Point your right toes, or left toes rather, toward the left wall. Now, option again, you can have your hands on the chair. Otherwise, take the ball in between both of your hands. Find a nice tall seat. Inhale, reach your hands out in front. Now, put a little bit of pressure onto that ball as you breathe. Gently press it between your palms. Relax your shoulders down, but then pull them back into their sockets. Keep your core nice and tight. Press your feet both into the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lean back. Stay active in your legs. Keep the ball pressed into your hands. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release everything down. Step your back foot forward. Shake it out, release that stretch, and we'll take that seated twist on this side too. So take the ball, just place it into your lap. Find a nice tall seat, lengthen your spine. Come on, inhale. Exhale, rotate your heart toward the back of your chair. If you like, you can grasp onto your chair. Aid with your twist. Now with each inhale, think about getting your spine really long. And with each exhale, maybe deepen your twist a little bit if it feels good in your body. Inhale, come back to center. Release your chair. Let that go. And then come to face the front. All right, so just for right now, just place the ball underneath your chair. We're going to use that a little bit later. And then locate your tubes. Reach back, capture your tubes, and then take and string them both, one over each shoulder. I couldn't find a hair pony today, so these are going to get stuck in my hair, I know. All right, so find a nice tall seat. Take your knees in line with your ankles. Looks good, Lynn. Now take the tubes, one in each hand. Relax your shoulders down. Now add a little bit of pressure, a little tension to your tubes just by pulling them forward and resting them down onto your chair. Now we're going to do some oblique crunches, and you can adjust the tension in your tubes just by how hard you pull them forward. So if you find that you need a little more attention, a little bit more of a challenge, you can just pull them forward a little bit more and hold them there. Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Take a deep breath in, find a nice tall seat. Exhale, hinge forward. Pull your core nice and tight. Shoulders are back. Take your gaze to the floor ahead of you. Continue to breathe. Press through your heels. Your form looks great. Here we go. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, keep going, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, all right, last round, crunch forward and hold. Hold right here. Press your feet down. Continue to breathe. You're not here long. You're here for 4. Hold and pulse in 3. Hold and pulse in 2. And 1. So hold it low and just pulse. 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 Just little pulses. Exhale. 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 Pull your knees toward one another. For 4, 3. Rise up in 2. And 1, nice work, rise all the way up, release it down, shake out your arms, get the blood flowing again. And then when you're ready, take the tubes and place them both over your right shoulder. And take and do some more oblique work. So take the tubes into, you can take them both tubes into both of your hands. Find it comfortable if you like to grab the tube just above the handle, that works too. Find a nice tall seat, pull your shoulders back, face your heart forward, inhale. Exhale, guide your right shoulder towards your left knee. Keep your core nice and tight, core engaged, belly button to your spine. Take your gaze just to the outside of your left foot. You've got it. Inhale, rise up. All right, let's do this. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Lift up. Elbow to knee. Keep going, you've got it. Press both of your feet down. This will activate your low body. Notice if your knees are flaring out. Hug them toward one another. You've got it. Let's do 4. Just 3. Last 2. All right, last one. Now hold it low and pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Really guide your elbow towards your knee. Exhale, exhale. 4, 3, rise up in 2, and 1, rise all the way up. Good work. Switch sides. You feel those oblique muscles on the side of your body? All right, so place your tubes over your left shoulder. Find a comfortable grip, find a nice tall seat. Take a deep breath in, get long. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Hinge forward. Now stay right here and breathe. Notice what your body is doing. Activate your core muscles. Take your gaze just to the outside of your right foot. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears so the core is working. Now inhale, rise up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Hinge forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. You got it. Keep going. Keep moving. See if maybe you can get a little bit deeper. Maybe guide your shoulder a little bit closer. You got it. Keep your core nice and tight. That'll protect your back. It'll strengthen your muscles. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. Let that go. You have 4. You're doing great. 3. 2 more. Now last one. Hold it low. Hold it here and pulse. Pulse. Exhale. Exhale. Press your feet down. 4. 3. Rise up in 2. And 1. Nice work. Rise all the way up. Nice work, friends. Release that tube down. Relocate your ball and place that between your knees. Might have to scoot forward in your chair a little bit. Point your toes forward. You got it. Now align your feet so your feet are parallel. Nice work. Find a little squeeze with that ball between your knees. Relax your shoulders down. Pull your shoulders back so you're standing nice and tall. Looks good. Perfect posture. Fantastic. Now give your ball a squeeze and release. Squeeze, release. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep going now. How hard you press on the ball is entirely up to you. Do what feels good. This is really good for strengthening your hip muscles, your inner and outer thigh muscles. It works your core. Nice work. Keep going. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, hold in 4, pulse in 3, here we go, 2, last one, hold it in, now pulse, little pulses, pulse, pulse, exhale, exhale, keep going. We're really working the muscles now. You might feel them start to burn. That's what we're going for. Those little tiny muscles, tears in our muscles, helps them to work, get stronger, keeps the blood flowing. We have 4, 3, hold it in 2, and 1. Just hold it, hold it, hold it. You're not here long. Just 4, 3, release in 2, and 1. Nice work. Release it out, shake it out, move your legs. Do what feels good. You feel your muscles working? Yeah, I love that exercise. All right, place your ball underneath your chair. Now we will stand up and do some standing yoga. So help yourself to a little bit of water if you need it before we stand. Otherwise, I will meet you behind your chair. Not doing anything fancy to stand up today. All right. You're doing great work today. All right. All right, friends. I'm just going to be away from my chair so that you can see me. You have the chair there for balance. So stand behind your chair. We're just going to start with equal standing pose. I'll move behind my chair here just a little bit. So find that equal standing pose. So equally distribute your weight between your right and your left side. Parallel the outside edges of your feet. Point your toes forward. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Now notice what your body is doing. Press your feet down into the floor. Press through your toes. Press to the outside and the outside edges of your feet and your heels. Like you have a triangle on the bottom of your foot. So you have like a point near your big toe in the front, near your pinky toe in the front, and then in the middle of your heel in the back. And press your triangles down into the floor. Now activate the muscles on your legs. So squeeze your thigh muscles. Now give your butt cheeks a little bit of a squeeze to activate them as well. Now wrap your core muscles and tighten the muscles up in your midsection. Relax your shoulders down your back. Yes, nice work. We're going to take this into a standing mountain pose. Always an option, our hands are above our head to take your hands to your heart. Here we go. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Now stay right here and breathe. Keep your lower body activated. Notice if you've given up control and take it back. Press your feet down, squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes, activate your core muscles. Relax your shoulders and turn your elbows toward the front mirrors. Yeah, turn on your muscles in your upper back and the backs of your arms. Inhale, take a deep breath in. Exhale, open side twist to the right. Right hand back, left hand forward. started with this in our chair. Hug your core muscles nice and tight. Point your hip points forward toward the mirror. If you notice your hips are opening toward the side of the room, dial your hips forward toward the front mirrors. This will require a little more core engagement. Inhale, mountain pose, stand tall. Exhale, open side twist to the left. Left hand back, right hand forward. You've got it. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now notice again, as we stand here and breathe, where are your hips pointing? If you notice that your hips are going like this and you feel this in your knees, if you feel this in your knees at all, your hips need to be pointed forward. So dial them in. Hug your belly in and up and take the points of your hips and dial them straight toward the front of the room. You've got it. Inhale, mountain pose, stand tall. Exhale, baby back bend, goal post your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together, send your heart forward. Now you can take your gaze forward or up, whatever feels good to you. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, release your hands down, shake it out. All right, friends, so we're gonna take this into a standing forward fold. So for our forward fold, you keep your chair right where it is. I'm just gonna turn my chair sideways so you can see. We did this last week. So our forward fold, we're going to use our chair as our guide. So when I cue your forward fold, we'll be in mountain pose. I'll say exhale, forward fold. You'll engage your core muscles and you'll hinge from your hips, send your hips back, and then reach your hands for your chair. You might have to adjust your stance. And then parallel your chest with the floor. So you have the chair there for balance. Take your gaze straight down. So what you're doing is you're sending your hips back, but keep a little bit of a bend in your knees. We don't want to have our knees locked out. We want to have a little bit of a bend. You can have a big bend or you can have a little bit less of a bend, but make sure you have a bend. I don't want to hurt our knees. All right, so that is the forward fold we're going to work into. So, behind your chair, might have to adjust your stance. Here we go. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, open side twist to the right hand back, left hand forward. Inhale, mountain pose, stand tall. Exhale, open side twist to the left hand back, right hand forward. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, baby back bend, lift through your heart. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, standing forward fold. Hinge from your hips, send your hips back. Take your hands to your chair. Take your gaze down. Now stay right here and breathe. Take your weight into your heels. Send your hips back. Dial your belly button nice and tight. You might feel a big stretch in the back of your legs. Relax the muscles in your face. Inhale, slowly rise. Release your hands down, shake it out. All right, how did that feel? All right, we're gonna add in an optional challenge. So this is for the cue. You can take it or you can do what we just did. Here we go. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, open side twist to the right. Inhale, mountain pose, stand tall. Exhale, open side twist to the left. Inhale, mountain pose, stand up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips, send your hips back, take your hands to your chair. Now, option is to stay right here. Option is to release your chair, extend your hands out in front. Core is nice and tight, and inhale, rise all the way back up to standing mountain pose. And exhale, release your hands down. Nice work, shake it out, shake it out. All right, friends. Take your feet out really nice and wide. We're going to take our usual standing forward fold. So point your toes forward, parallel the outside edges of your feet. Keep that little bend in your knees. Your hand can be on your chair if you like. Now inhale, lengthen your spine long. Exhale, hinge from your hips, wide-legged forward fold. Parallel your chest toward the floor. Now stay right here and breathe. Notice where your body is in space. Drop your weight into your heels. Press the pinky toe sides of your feet into the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Point your tailbone back. Yes, now pull your shoulders back. Take your gaze to about the seat pan of your chair so your head is above your heart. Fantastic work. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, shake it out. All right, layer one. Let's move into layer two. Inhale. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Send your hips back. You can stay here and breathe if you like. You can airplane your arms, reach your fingertips back behind you, one arm and then the other. Now, if you take layer number two, squeeze your shoulder blades together so your pinkies draw closer together. Send the backs of your hands toward the ceiling. Engage your core. Now take it, if you can't see the seat pan of your chair, lift your chest up just a little bit. Yes, this will require a little bit more engagement of your inner thigh. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, shake it out. All right, friends, that's layer 2. I'm gonna take you into layer 3 and 4. Remember, we got a new layer 5 too, so let's do it all. Inhale, lengthen lung. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Option to stay here and breathe, or option to airplane your arms, one and then the other. Squeeze your pinkies together. You can stay here if you like, or you can inhale, reach one hand forward and then the other. You can stay right here and breathe. Press your heels down, squeeze your inner thighs together. Otherwise, inhale. Slowly lift your chest. Guide your thumbs toward the ceiling. Hug your inner thighs together. You got it. Now stay and breathe. Friends, you can stay right here if you like. Press your fingertips together. Press your fingers together with intention. You got it. This will turn on your inner arms. Keep your core nice and tight. It'll work your upper back. Pull your shoulders down your back. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Shake it out. Step your feet together. Nice work. That last one, when you have your hands pressed together, you're working all the muscles in your upper back, your inner arms, and your lower body is already all working because of the posture that you're holding. So that's a challenging one. You did a really good job. All right, should we do some standing yoga? No, we've got some time. All right, so we're going to take this into a crescent lunge with a twist. You can do this. I'll give you some options. So we'll start with the right hand side. So keep your right foot forward, step your left foot back. Now take a look at your feet. They're all in their own lanes. So each toe is in their own lane. So like your legs are railroad tracked. Now bend your front knee and take your knee right over your ankle and press through the ball of your back foot. So I'm gonna just turn so you can see my body. So right foot forward, left foot back. My knee is right over my ankle and I'm going to press through the ball of my back foot. Core is nice and tight and lift so that my shoulders are over my hips. Now you have the chair there for balance if you need it. If you like, you can bring your hands to your hips. Now squeeze your left butt cheek and guide your right hip forward, your right hip back just a little bit. That'll level out your waistband. Press your feet into the floor, relax your shoulders. Now you can stay here, or you can inhale, reach your hands above. You got it, stay right here and breathe. Squeeze your left glute muscle, core is nice and tight. You can stay here, or you can take your hands to your hips. Inhale. Exhale, open side twist to the right, right hand back, left hand forward. If your hands are on your hips, you would just rotate your heart over to the right. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to open up through your heart, lift tall through the crown of your head. Inhale, come back to center. One more challenge. Exhale, airplane your arms. Sweep your fingertips back. Now you can bring your hands to your chair and parallel your chest. Looks good. Inhale, slowly rise. Bring your hands to your chair. Shift your weight into your front foot and step your back forward. Nice work. All right, now that you know where we're going, let's take that on the other side. So this time, left foot forward, right foot back. Find the positioning for your feet. Take a look at them. Each foot is in their own lane, so your legs are railroad tracked. Bend your left knee so your knee is over your ankle. You've got it. Now, if you can't see your toe, you need to dial your knee back. Now, press to the ball of your back foot, lift through your back heel. You have the chair there for balance. Squeeze your right butt cheek, sit low into your front knee. Stack your shoulders right over your hips. All right, friends. The option with your hands, you can take them to your hips, you can leave them on your chair. You can inhale, crescent lunge, reach your hands high above your head. Keep your lower body engaged as you breathe. Tummy is nice and tight, relax your shoulders. Now inhale. Exhale, open side twist to the left, left hand back, right hand forward. Always an option to have your hands on your hips or your hand on your chair. Take your gaze where it's comfortable for you, where you can keep your balance and you feel stable. Inhale, crescent lunge, come back to center. Ready? Exhale, airplane your arms or bring your hands to your chair and hinge forward. Right here and breathe. Press through your entire right foot. Squeeze your pinkies together. Core is nice and tight. Looks good. Inhale, lift your chest, take your hands to your chair, shift your weight into your front leg and step your back foot forward. Step it up. Fantastic work. Should we try that one more time? Flowing your breath to movement on each side. You can do it. I believe you. All right, we'll start on the right. All right, right foot forward, left foot back. Remember, you can have your hands on your chair, hands on your hips, or hands above. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open side twist to the right. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane your arms. Drop your heart forward. Inhale, rise up, bring your hands to your chair, step your back foot forward. And then switch it out. Left foot forward, right foot back. Find your balance. Inhale, crescent lunge, find your arm variation. Exhale, open side twist to the left, squeeze your inner thighs together for stability. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, airplane your arms, drop your heart forward. Inhale, rise, bring your hands to your chair, shift your weight into your front foot, step your back forward, and step it out. Good job. Good job. Let's take some standing balance, and then we'll finish out. All right, let's take and find, this might be a challenging one. We're going to take a variation of, I think, what is it, standing, I can't even remember the name of it. Hand to foot pose, I think it is. It slips my mind what it's called. We've done it before. All right, so we'll come to the right side of our chair and find your standing posture. So your equal standing pose. Like we do in mountain pose, feet are a little hip width apart, toes tight. You have your right hand resting on your chair. Now it's very simple. Take your, you can have your left hand on your hip, your right hand on your hip if you like, left hand on your chair. Oh my goodness. Okay, inhale. Lift your right knee in line with your hip. Flex your toes. Pull up on your left kneecap. Core is nice and tight. Take your shoulders right over your hips. Now friends, you can stay right here if you like. You can release your hand from your chair. You could bring your hands to your heart. You could lift one hand up, have one hand on your chair. This is a big one for challenging your core and the muscles on the front of your leg. Yes, or you can release your hands above. Find your eyes to something that's not moving in front of you that'll help with your balance. Nice work. Inhale. Exhale, step it out, shake it out. Let's try that on the other side. All right, so come to the left side of your chair. Find your equal standing pose, your balance. Take your left hand onto your hip, stand nice and tall, engage your core. Inhale, bring your left knee in line with your hip. Stay right here and breathe. Flex your toes to your shin. Squeeze your right glute muscle and pull up on your right kneecap. That'll help stabilize your lower body. Now press your right big toe down into the floor. And again, once you find your balance, you have the option with your hands to take a variation. Maybe reach your left hand out. Yes, nice work. Maybe release your other hand. Take your hands to your heart. You can find a variation that works for you today. Fantastic work. You're here for 3. We'll step it out in 2. And 1. Nice work. Step it out. Shake it out. All right. Let's come back down to our chair. Find a nice tall seat in your chair. Help yourself to a little bit of water if you need it before we get started. We'll stretch out. And we'll finish out for the day. Good job. We're doing a little more dynamic movement today. You're doing a great job. All right, let's begin with just a big stretch on the right side of our body. So straighten your right leg long. You might have to adjust where you are in your chair. Give yourself a little bit more room. Flex your right toes to your shin. Take your left ankle underneath your left knee. Find a nice tall seat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, hinge from your hips. Seated pyramid pose. Breathe into that stretch. Pigeon or seated figure 4. So cross your right ankle over your left. Reach down, capture your ankle, cross it up on top of your knee. Allow your knee to fall toward the floor. Find that same tall seat. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Find that stretch for the back of your leg into your hip. Sit tall. Exhale, release your foot down onto the floor and switch sides. Straighten your left leg, flex your toes to your shin. Make your spine really long. Inhale. And exhale, hinge forward. Stretch out the back of your leg. Inhale, sit tall. And exhale, seated pigeon pose. Cross your ankle over ankle or reach down, capture your ankle and place it up above your knee. Let your knee fall open. Draw a deep breath. And exhale, reach forward. Big stretch, isn't it? Know where your edge is. Want to find that spot where you have maybe an intense stretch, but we don't want to experience pain. Sometimes yoga, well, most of the time yoga is not a very comfortable thing to be doing, but it should never hurt. So if you're experiencing pain, that's your cue from your body to make a modification or adjust to your posture, maybe find a new variation so that your body can exist within your edge without pain. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, place the sole of your foot onto your floor. And then reach back, capture the outside edge of your chair. We're going to take seated camel pose. Find a nice tall seat. Press your feet down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, press your heart forward. Draw your gaze up the wall, maybe across the ceiling. Send your heart forward. Breathe out through your mouth. Big opening for the front of your body. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, release your hands and find a comfortable seat in your chair for final relaxation. So you can scoot yourself back. You can relax your body and relax your legs. Find a place for your hands to rest. Maybe close your eyes or just soften your gaze down. And we'll pause for just a few moments of quiet to allow ourselves to softly turn inward and reconnect with our breath. Just like we began our practice, become aware of your breathing. Notice how your body feels now versus how it felt when we began our practice. What's changed? How do you feel different? As you sit and relax, notice if there's any spaces that you can soften and relax. Maybe relax your arms. Soften the muscles in your face. Soften your hands. Let go of any tension in your jaw and allow your tongue to fall from the roof of your mouth. Begin to bring awareness back to your body. Find a body part to begin to move, maybe your fingers or your toes. Tap them out or move them around. Now begin to deepen your breath with full inhales and complete exhales. Some bigger movements for your body. Maybe slide your hands across your thighs or release your hands at your sides and roll out your wrists. Maybe tap your heels and your toes. Make your movements bigger, more dynamic. Now find a nice tall seat. Release your hands down by your sides if they're not already there. Take a full deep breath in. Reach your hands above your head. Exhale, breathe out, release them down. Two more just like that. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more, breathe in deep, hold your hands high. Touch your palms together. And exhale, release your hands in front of your heart. friends, you spent the last 60 minutes really moving your body, taking some chances, finding that dynamic movement within our yoga practice. I encourage you for the next few days until we meet again, continue that movement. Keep your movements, keep yourself dynamic. Be an earth shaker. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale, breathe out, hinge forward as we bow to seal our practice. Namaste.
Namaste.